guys, Dee here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this very simple and cute camera strap cover for your DSLR camera. So go ahead and grab your camera strap, grab your material and your sewing machine and get ready to have fun. Okay, as far as materials, you are going to need your camera strap, a ruler and or tape measure, fabric and fabric batting. I'm using polyester, thread, ribbon, any embellishments you would like to add, fabric scissors, and a marker. So next you're going to measure your camera strap and you're going to measure from one rubber end to the other rubber end as well as the width. When you do that, make sure you add an inch to each of those measurements. And that tells you how much you are going to need for your final fabric cut. Next, you're going to measure and cut your fabric. Make sure that you use the measurements that you just took, so you go ahead and do that. Now, if you are brave, you can cut 2 pieces of fabric at the same time, and if you are not, you can go ahead and just measure each and cut them separately. I am going to cut them at the same time for time's sake. Just make sure they're even. Now if you're going to do any kind of quilted design, then you can do the same with the polyester batting. I'm just going to lay the black fabric on it because that's going to make it nice and easy to see because it will stand right out. And it's almost the size I need, so I'm just gonna cut this really quick. There, now you have your polyester batting. And that is everything that you will need. Okay, your next step is going to be to sew the batting to the top part that you want to make quilted. So make sure your pretty side is up. Lay it right down nice and even. And there you can see the strip going all the way through the middle. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to sew the ends and make them look nice and neat. Go ahead and fold it over about 1/4 of an inch. And then line it upright with your sewing machine and put your foot down. And just like that. And now you have a nice, crisp, clean seam. And then go ahead and do that with all 4 edges of your sides. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I have 4 nice and crisp edges here that I'm going to use for the ends where the camera strap goes through. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to show you how to sew your ribbon onto the end and add just a little bit of an embellishment. You can go ahead and put it covering so it's over the thread that you just sewed on. And again, you're just going to line it right up with your sewing machine and put the foot down. And just like that. And go ahead and do the same thing with all 4 ends. So now I have all 4 ends with ribbon on it, and this is what it looks like now. Just kind of adds a little bit. And now I'm going to sew my flower right onto the top, and I want the white to be my top, so I am going to just choose a place that I think looks good, right about there. And just like that, you have a cute little flower on top of the camera strap. Okay, next we're going to finish our camera strap. And to do that, we're actually going to place the pretty sides of our fabric together to sew it. And we're just going to line them up, make sure your edges are nice and neat so that way it's even when you use it. Line it up, and you're going to sew it between 1/8 and 1/4. Just like that, and then when you open it up, it's going to look like this on the other side. And see how the edges line up there and the ribbon lines up? It's exactly what we want it to look like. Then you're going to flip it over and you're going to do the same exact thing to the opposite side. There, and now both ends are sewn together. Okay, so now the really fun part. We have to turn our masterpiece inside out so we can see what the finished product looks like. And to do this, it is really a lot easier if you have a dowel of some sort that you can use to help push it through. A wooden dowel works just fine. I have a little black rod right here that I'm going to use. And you can start it out with your fingers. And I'm just going to try and get past my flower here so that way I don't hurt anything on the way through. And then after I've got my flower poked through, I'm going to use this little black rod to help me push the rest of it through. All right. And that is your finished camera strap. Okay, and our last step, of course, is to feed our camera strap through our new camera strap cover. And I like to cheat here also, and I go ahead and I tape the end of my camera strap right to this little black dowel. Okay, so you tape it on there good and tight so it's not going anywhere. And use that to feed your camera strap right through. And just like that, you have your finished work.